Hi, welcome to Purpose Being. In this video we will know the biography of Ramana Maharshi and his teachings. Ramana Maharshi was a renowned Indian sage and spiritual teacher, often referred to as Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi. He was born Venkataraman Iyer in Tiruchuli, Tamil Nadu, India. At the age of 16, he had a profound spiritual experience that led to a radical shift in his consciousness. In 1896, he left his home and family and journeyed to the sacred Arunachala Mountain, where he would spend the rest of his life. Ramana Maharshi's teachings and presence had a transformative impact on countless individuals, both in India and around the world. He emphasized self-inquiry as the core practice for attaining self-realization and liberation. He believed that the ultimate truth, the true I, or the self, could be directly experienced by diving deep into the question, "Who am I?" and relentlessly investigating the nature of one's own consciousness. Teachings of Ramana Maharshi. 1. Self-inquiry. Atma Vichara. This is the cornerstone of Ramana Maharshi's teachings. He encouraged seekers to turn their attention inward and question the nature of the self. By continuously asking, "Who am I?" and probing the source of one's thoughts, one could gradually peel away the layers of the ego and realize the true nature of the self, which is unchanging and eternal. 2. Silence and stillness. Ramana Maharshi often emphasized the importance of silence. He believed that verbal communication was not necessary for spiritual understanding and that true wisdom could be transmitted through silence. He encouraged seekers to practice meditation and cultivate inner stillness. 3. Surrender to the divine. Bhakti. While self-inquiry was his primary teaching, Ramana Maharshi also recognized the path of devotion, bhakti. He advised that surrendering to a higher power or the divine could also lead to self-realization. He believed that sincere devotion and surrender could help transcend the ego. 4. Non-dualism. Advaita Vedanta. Ramana Maharshi's teachings are rooted in the philosophy of Advaita Vedanta, which emphasizes the unity of all existence. He taught that there is only one reality, and the apparent diversity in the world is an illusion. True understanding comes from recognizing the oneness of all beings. 5. Grace and self-realization. Ramana Maharshi believed that self-realization was not something to be achieved through effort alone. It was ultimately a grace bestowed upon the seeker. He often spoke about the importance of the Guru's grace and the readiness of the disciple's heart to receive that grace. 6. Detachment and renunciation. While not advocating for an ascetic lifestyle, Ramana Maharshi emphasized the importance of detachment from material desires and possessions. He encouraged a balanced and detached approach to life, where individuals could engage in their worldly duties while remaining rooted in their true nature. 7. Compassion and love. Ramana Maharshi radiated an aura of love and compassion. He believed that love and compassion were natural expressions of the self-realized state and that treating all beings with kindness and understanding was an integral part of the spiritual journey. Ramana Maharshi's teachings continue to inspire and guide spiritual seekers to this day. His emphasis on self-inquiry, inner stillness, and the recognition of the true self has had a profound impact on the field of spirituality and has helped countless individuals discover a deeper sense of meaning and purpose in their lives. Ramana Maharshi's teachings revolve around the idea that our ordinary sense of self is a construct created by the mind, composed of thoughts, emotions, memories, and identifications with the external world. This false self, often referred to as the ego, gives us a limited and distorted perception of reality. The aim of self-inquiry is to go beyond this constructed self and discover the true essence of our being. Recognizing the illusion of the ego, Ramana Maharshi invites us to question the very nature of the I that we commonly identify with. He encourages us to examine the source of this I thought. By doing so, we begin to realize that this egoic self is not a fixed and solid entity but a constantly changing and transient phenomenon. Deep inner reflection. The process of self-inquiry involves turning our attention inward. We start by asking the question, "Who am I?" and then examining the thoughts, feelings, and sensations that arise in response. This inner exploration creates a gap between the observer, you, and the observed, your thoughts and emotions, allowing you to witness your mental and emotional activity from a place of detachment. Tracing back to the source. As you delve deeper into self-inquiry, you're encouraged to trace the I thought back to its source. When you ask, "Who am I?" after each answer you give, go further and inquire, "Who is the one saying this?" Keep peeling away layers of identifications and associations until you reach a point where you realize that there is no concrete entity that is the I. This process reveals that the ego is a mental construct, direct experience of awareness. Through persistent self-inquiry, you may start experiencing moments of thought-free awareness, a state in which your mind becomes quiet and you are simply aware of being present. This is a glimpse of your true nature, the pure awareness that transcends the ego. Ramana Maharshi referred to this as the I, or the true self. Integration and liberation. The goal of self-inquiry is not to negate the ego but to understand its illusory nature and realize your identity as the underlying awareness. This realization brings a sense of freedom and liberation from the limitations of the egoic mind. You come to recognize that your true self is beyond the transient fluctuations of thoughts and emotions. Continuity of practice. Ramana Maharshi emphasized the importance of continuous self-inquiry. The inquiry should become a natural and spontaneous habit, extending beyond formal meditation sessions and becoming a way of living. With persistent practice, the understanding of the true self deepens, and the illusory ego loses its hold over your perception. Ramana Maharshi's teachings, centered around self-inquiry and the direct realization of one's true self, have left an indelible mark on the spiritual landscape of the world. His profound insights into the nature of consciousness and the illusory nature of the ego continue to guide and inspire seekers on their spiritual journeys. The essence of his teachings can be encapsulated in the understanding that the path to self-realization involves diving deep within, questioning the nature of the self, and transcending the limitations of the egoic mind. Ramana Maharshi's presence and teachings attracted a wide range of individuals, from spiritual seekers and scholars to ordinary people seeking solace and meaning in their lives. His ashram in Tiruvannamalai, located at the foot of the sacred Arunachala Mountain, became a hub of spiritual practice and transformation. Many people were drawn to his aura of stillness, compassion, and profound wisdom. On April 14, 1950, Ramana Maharshi left his physical body through a state known as Mahasamadhi, which is a conscious and deliberate exit from the body by an enlightened being. His passing was marked by a deep sense of serenity and tranquility. His teachings, however, continue to thrive and influence countless seekers around the world. The legacy of Ramana Maharshi lives on through his writings, recorded conversations, and the ongoing practice of self-inquiry. Ramana Maharshi's life and teachings underscore the timeless truth that self-realization is attainable by anyone willing to earnestly explore the nature of their own consciousness. His emphasis on inner exploration, stillness, and the recognition of the underlying unity of all existence continues to be a source of guidance and inspiration for those on the path of spiritual awakening. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.